plan to replace it all with this new Dometic 2-burner stove. It also has a grill and the oven. Now this is what we're talking about. So it's basically the same setup as what we have, except it'll be one solid unit, and so we won't have those top heavy issues any further. It's got proper ways of holding the pots over the burners, so when we are sailing, things aren't going to go sliding around with the gimbal. So yeah, and it's shiny and silver because it's 316, so it's going to be very nice to install this and have a nice new cooking area. It's another Dometic product that we are installing onto Nandji. We have quite a few Dometic products now. We have the drawer fridge, which I really love because it's just easy accessible to be able to pull everything open and look at it and then just easily slide away back under the couch. So we have our other CRX80 fridge, which is an 80 litre open the door from the front fridge, and it has a little 15 litre freezer in there. And then we have our toilet as well, which is a macerating salt water flushing toilet. So we have quite a few Dometic products on board now, and we enjoy a lot of them. We are very thankful to have all of these on board because, well, Nandji didn't have a fridge. We lived without a fridge for 9 months, nearly 12 months. And so now to have 2 fridges is a massive improvement. We have a toilet that doesn't block. And now we have a cooker that we'll be able to cook food safely with. So we're very thankful for Dometic and us being ambassadors of their products, and we're very proud to be ambassadors for Dometic. So get on board. All right, let's just start ripping shit out. The grill out in full light, you can really see the severity of the shitness. Like the grill underneath here, that had rusted off multiple times, and once again I've just used a bit of tie wire, whatever we had, just to hold the grill up here. So that's just like tie wired in, that's why it's all rusty and shit. You look underneath, you basically just start cooking your toast with rust. So I don't know how good rust is for you, but it definitely adds a bit of flavour to your toast. Not anymore. Let's throw it overboard. Thought I'd better not throw that one. Hello, sexy. Man, that looks so sick. Oh, the burners don't come out either. So that's all solid. Oh. Looks quite modern and fresh too, eh? I can't remember. I remember choosing it, but I don't remember actually choosing it, if you know what I mean, and seeing it in person. Whew, I got good taste. This thing looks modern as. Nandji's getting quite fancy. Oh, beautiful looking grill. Oh my gosh. So this space from gimbal to gimbal is 480. And how this currently sits is like 560. I'll have to do something with these gas lines here because as the cooker and stove were separate, they needed 2 separate gas supplies, whereas now it's all just one unit. So I'll just make that into one, so there's no extra ball valve where an accidental gas leak could occur. Now we have little hands that will start wandering around one day. With the old stove and cooker now totally off of Nandji, I want to clean up this whole area. It's all 316 stainless, like around where the stove goes in, and since the Dometic oven is 316 and it's quite shiny and it's polished, whereas this isn't polished, and I'm kind of thinking since it's quite dirty in there, I'm going to try to polish all of that stainless to make that super shiny, to match the super shiny white bulkhead, the super shiny varnish, the shiny as shit Nandji, basically. So I don't want to have that dull. It's quite dirty in there. There's a couple of little rust spots which I really want to get out, and that stainless would be as old as the boat. So that's like over 20 years old, 25 years old now. Whew, Nandji, you're getting on, girl. Yeah, so that stainless would be quite old. So I want to bring all that up shiny and make it all look nice and fancy and new to match the new Dometic Starlight that's going in there. It'll look so sick when it's done, but this will take quite some time to buff and make pretty, I reckon. And there is quite a few nooks, so I hope I'm not biting off too much, because there is like the little corners and shit, but I will give it a crack, eh? I'm off my chops if I think I'm gonna polish all of that. I've been going at it for a couple of hours. I didn't mean polish, I just meant clean it up. Just clean up, make it all nice. There's no way I've got the time and effort to be able to polish all that. I'll just make it all clean. There's so much, because it is so old, there's lots of little pitting and stuff in the stainless, so I'd have to like sand it all back with fine grit discs and that, and that's just gonna put shit everywhere. Try my hardest to contain as much as I can as it is, with all the wax spitting off everywhere. Yeah, so I'm just gonna clean up that area, ready to put the stove in. Just clean it up. Oh, I love my big plans. You're off your chops, mate. And we got a little surprise to show baby mama here too.
Oh, I like surprises. What do we got?
I ripped out the oven.
Okay, yeah,
so we're ready to put it in the automatic. Tell us about this oven, babe. Here.
So
I'll show the old one first, because I threw it off to Nandji.
You guys probably don't even know, because I've never like complained about it before or anything, but for the last 4 or 5 years that we've lived on Nandji, we've only had one burner that works. The other one was rusted out, doesn't work, can't use it. So every time I cook a meal, say if I'm going to cook a curry, I've got to cook the curry and then I've got to cook the rice separately. So everything takes twice as long. And so I'm in the kitchen for bloody ages every night, just, you know, trying
it's so hot around that thing.
It's so hot, yeah. So honestly, yeah, having a new cooker with 2 burners is absolute luxury for me, so I cannot wait. So the thing has been falling apart since we've been on Nandji, and we've just been like dealing with it, you know. So this is going to be absolute heaven, being able to have 2 burners. Oh, I'm going to be whipping up storms. The oven used to go like flying across the boat when we were healing, and so Josh latched it down, so that was all good. We haven't really had many issues with the oven, but it's just this cooker, trash. It's trash. So actually no, the oven seals don't work, so yeah, they're complete. Well, there's only one of them left of the 4, so yeah, and it's rusted out as well. Let's be honest, it's a shit box. Like, look how, yeah. So it's, oh my god, this is luxury. Woo!
Boatyard family. So to mount the stove here, I've had to build these little wood bracket things, just because this oven is much thinner. It's much skinnier. Well, it's 100mm skinnier than what the previous one was in here. I actually chose the oven to fit in here to be smaller than the actual space, because I didn't know how much gimbal room it's going to need, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't tight when I plonked it in. And yeah, so I chose this one. We could have got a 3 burner. There is a bigger option, but that's more deeper, and I didn't know about the gimbal because our last oven didn't gimbal. It was just the top bit, so there was plenty of space. But now that it's got the whole bottom that's going to be swinging, I don't want that to be whacking against the hull of the boat when we are healing, so that can just cause all our food to disappear again anyway, which is what we're trying to prevent. So I made up these wooden blocks and locked them in. I just kind of eyed it off, and I think I might have put it in crooked and not square to the rest of the kitchen, but yeah! Sick! How far is it gimbal? Oh, it's a pretty steep hill. I might need to move it forward. It's not square. It's probably 10mm out of square though, so I better fix that.
Rainy days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were worth the wait. whoa, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know.
Yeah! Sailing! Woo!
Talk for hours and never slept.
We can't do an oven installation video without showing a cook-up as well. So we're out at anchor at the moment. We're just doing a shakedown sail, and the boys went out for fish the other day and caught some fish. So I've got a little production line here ready, and I'm going to cook a meal with you guys. We got some fish cut up here into cubes. I got some eggs and also some breadcrumbs with Cajun spices in it. So it should be quite flavoursome. And then we're just going to chuck it in the pan and grill it. Sailboat, this oven gimbles, and it's got these little clamps here that are pot holders, so that when it's moving around like that, it keeps it in position. So our frying pan is quite large, so we're going to take this one off so we can fit it in. We're at a really rolly anchorage at the moment, so it's a perfect time to test out the oven and see how it works. And I'm going to put a shirt on because hot oil and me do not mix. We're going to eat this with salad, and we want it to be really nice and crispy. We want that crunch, so we're going to use quite a bit of oil.
Don't be tight.
We've got a lot to get through. Here it is, all the fish is done, and all we need now is a salad.
What a spread. Do you go balsamic or do you go wasabi mayo? The tough decisions in life. Great decisions to have.
Bit of both, yeah?
Bit of both, eh? Why not? So thanks for watching, legends. We are out on a shakedown, so there will be a good shakedown sail video coming real soon. And I think we'll give you a good tour of Nandji, because Nandji looks amazing, and I'm very impressed with the amount of work that we've done and just the way Nandji is now. So we'll give you a good tour about that, which is coming up in a future episode. Thanks for watching, legends. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you probably should. So click that subscribe button. Catch you in the next one. Balsamic.